So what's the number one thing that you need as an insurance agent to start actually making some money? The number one thing you need is to see the people, right? You need leads to talk to. So I'm gonna give you right now 3 free strategies to generate insurance prospects. I can also tell you that the last one, the third one that I'm gonna give you at the very end, you've never heard before, it's freaking crazy and it's gonna tick off a lot of people. So if you like any of that, you wanna keep watching this video. 3 free lead strategies. Number 1, okay, the first one has everything to do with getting active organically on Facebook. If you need free leads, you need people to talk to, you need to find insurance prospects. Guess what? Then you need to start getting active on social media platforms, Facebook. I just interviewed my buddy Joe. He gets over 120 inbound insurance referrals per month. Simply why? Because he gets active on social media. He's engaging with people. So let me give you a few examples of what I would do if I was in your shoes and I want to start getting inbound free referrals every single day. Okay? If I'm jumping in your shoes, wherever you're at, say you're in Seattle, Washington, okay, and your name's Henrietta, okay? I'm gonna jump in Henrietta's shoes and here's what I would do in Seattle, Washington right now, okay? I would get active on Facebook, but here's some of the strategies I would start to do. Okay, so not only am I active on Facebook, but I'm gonna start starting to engage in other people's posts. Okay, so like when someone talks about, hot dogs versus hamburgers or pictures of the kids, whatever, I'm going to engage and I'm gonna actually start to comment on their post. I'm gonna get active on a lot of posts of people that I'm looking forward to getting to know. Right? Also, when I do post, I'm gonna post for engagement. I'm not gonna post for work or for insurance. The big reason why insurance agents struggle with this whole social media thing is they wanna jump on. They wanna put up a post and they would say, hey, I sell insurance, call me. Okay, I sell insurance, buy it from me. Your insurance is sexy. Everybody wants to talk about insurance, right? Never. So why are we starting and leading with that instead? Okay, start putting out something like, hey, just curious, do you prefer barbecue, seafood, or Chinese, right? And ask a question, and I love the just curious, ... and then drop down a couple lines and then ask the question. And I guarantee you, that'll try it for me and report back, okay, on this channel, Secure Agent Marketing. Because I can tell you, when you try it, it'll most likely be the most engaged post that you've had all year, maybe ever. And then you're gonna come back and say, dude, that's freaking insane, that's ridiculous. Why? Because it wasn't business related. How do you get referrals? You stay top of mind. Right? You stay top of mind, which means if you're getting people to reach out to you inbound from social media because you're active with them, because you're congratulating them on their anniversary, you're telling them happy birthday, Facebook already notifies you about everybody that's having birthdays for the day. Okay? And then finally, once you're starting to put out content that people are actually engaging with, throw out an occasional story about a prospect that you helped. Right? And how it's this crazy story, but you were there to help them. You were able to hand deliver a life insurance benefit check, okay, whatever it is, right? But that gets you active on social. And then if you want to throw out a message and actually start to reach out to them, they're going to be more responsive than if you just start freaking blasting and spamming them and start trying to sell them every 14 seconds, okay? Trust me, right? There are plenty of people selling hundreds of policies per year just by getting active on social media, but doing it the right way, okay? We're about to jump into number 2. Promise you do not want to miss number 3. Freaking mind blown when you hear it. Okay, number 2, right? But we got to do number 2 before we get to number 3. Okay, so number 2 is getting active in local. This one's kind of twofold. Getting active in local Facebook groups, which is really vital and important because I'm telling you, there's a local Facebook group right now in your market that talks about all the new updates and things going on in your area. You should get active in there. Or if you're city and you have a small city and they don't have like a newsworthy or an update Facebook group for everybody to learn from and post about events and parks and charities and all this kind of stuff, like then you should start one and be the authority of that specific group, right? I mean, the dude I was telling you about earlier, he's in a trucking group with over 33,000 members, and guess what? He is now an admin of that group because he came in and provided value. Also, when you get in other people's groups, don't just jump in and start spamming them like I used to 5 and 6 years ago because I was stupid and I didn't know any better. I'm telling you now so you don't make the same mistakes I made. Instead, you go in there and you start providing value and start helping people, right? You start responding. You start really trying to focus and engage. And then you go to the owner and say, hey, just want to tell you, you have a phenomenal group. I'm loving being a part of it. And here is my agenda. Right? Instead of hiding it from them, they will respect you being upfront and honest about what you're really trying to do, okay? And Facebook groups can have dozens of people in them or hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. But being active in those in your local area, what you're trying to, like earlier with social, you were trying to stay top of mind. What you're trying to do with strategy number 2 when it comes to being active in Facebook groups or starting Facebook groups in your local area is you're trying to become the authority in your area that people go to, not only for advice and fun restaurants, and you're always trying the new restaurant and you're always letting people know about the new restaurant, right? They're thinking about you when they're thinking about trying the new restaurant. Also though, they will start to tie in, right, how active you are, and they'll start to actually add that you're also, guess what, ding, 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 you sell insurance. And when they need an insurance quote and they buy a new car, they buy a new home, right? They have a baby born, whatever. Who are they gonna think when they're turning 65, when they need health insurance, when they lose their group coverage, when they're on COBRA, whatever? Who is the first person that's gonna come to their mind and they're gonna think about because of all the pre-work that you put in, right? Like I've been YouTubing for 5.5 years. Most of you will never make it 5.5 years, and that's the only reason why you won't be successful at it. That's it. I'm not the greatest person on video on planet freaking Earth, but I'm active and I'm consistent, which holds most people back. Okay, the moment you've been waiting for, number 3. Okay, so this is kind of crazy, right? There are, I'm guessing, just like I see them in my insurance news feed, you're seeing insurance ads in your news feed all the time. And you should be advertising. That's not the groundbreaking idea, by the way, okay? But when I get all these life insurance or health insurance or business owner insurance or home or auto, all these insurance ads of insurance agents and companies trying to solicit me. I'm already an insurance agent. However, here's what you should do, okay? Not only can you go and actually start commenting in those, okay? You could post a link to your site if you wanted to. I've got a better idea than actually doing that because that kind of gives it away. That's kind of boring. Most people do that. In the top of the ad, you can click the 3 dots and you can turn on notifications for this post. So you can start seeing who's engaging with the insurance post, who likes it, who's commenting, right? Who's active in it, who's having threads and conversations, and then you can friend them and reach out to them and do something super unique and crazy that nobody's doing. Most people, when they see the ad, they're just like, oh, there's another insurance company trying to spam me. Instead, my brain is like, dude, they're spending money and I'm gonna capitalize on it. And some people are like, that's a little weird. It's very weird, but I guarantee you if you got active and you were turning on notifications for hundreds of insurance ads all over the country, you would get pinged, guess what? Because prospects are engaging in an ad to buy insurance and Facebook's telling you. That's some next level stuff. Is that good or is that good? Okay, have you ever done that? I guarantee you haven't, but I bet you're gonna try it now. Okay, so the whole frame of this is how you can start generating free leads for insurance prospects today. These are 3 mind-blowing, crazy good strategies. And the moment they work is the moment you start applying them. If you love this video, you know I got another one that you're gonna love. I got a video just to your right here. Click on that, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it, and I'll see you in there. All right, I'm curious if you're the same way. Okay, I've got insurance agents from all over the planet reaching out saying, dude, we need help in 5 different areas. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you right now.